up, y'all? We back. And you know what we here for. What we here for? What we here for? You already know. We about to spread that deli bread like warm butter. You know what I'm saying? So we gonna jump right back in it and we gonna close it off with the end of Joel. And yeah, so here we go. Joel 3. Oh, hold on. Oh, sorry about that. Okay, Joel 3. For behold, in those days and in that time, when I shall bring again the captivity of Judah and Jerusalem, I will also gather all nations and will bring them down into the valley of Jehoshaphat and will plead with them there for my people and for my heritage Israel, whom they have scattered among the nations and parted my land. And they have cast lots for my people, and have given a boy for an harlot, and sold a girl for wine, that they might drink. Wow. So they had gotten so far away from God that not only are they drinking, not only are they falling prey to prostitution, but they're selling their children. God say leave an inheritance for your children. They're selling their children to inherit a thing. Yea, and what have ye to do with me, O Tyre and Zidon, and all the coast of Palestine? Will ye render me a recompense? And if ye recompense me swiftly and speedily, will I return your recompense upon your own head? He's saying, did I do something to you? Are you getting back at me? Are you doing this? Will you render me a recompense? Are you trying to get back at me for something? And if ye recompense me, if you get back at me swiftly and speedily. I want to look up what swiftly and speedily means. Somebody in the comments, let me know the definition for swiftly, and somebody, if you were the same person or somebody else, let me know the definition for speedily. Say, hit the head, the body will fall. You recompense me, and I will swiftly and speedily return your recompense right on your head. Verse 5. Because ye have taken my silver and my gold, and have carried into your temples my goodly pleasant things. My children also Judah and the children of Jerusalem have ye sold unto the Grecians, that ye might remove them far from their border. Behold, I will raise, that reminds me of selling the children of a nation to the Grecians. Okay, verse 6. The children also of Judah and the children of Jerusalem have ye sold unto the Grecians, that ye might remove them far from their border. Why would they do that? They took their gold, their silver, their goodly things, and they sold the people far away to lands far away from their border. Why would they do that? Verse 7. Behold, I will raise them out of the place whither ye have sold them, and will return your recompense upon your own head. You get in the slave trading, you get in the sex trafficking, or whatever you're doing, selling your children for wine and prostitutes. He will return your recompense upon your own head. You won't be able to hide and say, well, and I was only because they had said. Your recompense will be yours. And I will sell your sons and your daughters into the hand of the children of Judah, and they shall sell them to the Sabines, to a people far off, for the Lord hath spoken it. Wow. Two wrongs don't make it right. But Jesus said your recompense will be your children being sold into a land far away from their borders, to a people far off. Verse 9. Proclaim ye this among the Gentiles. Prepare war. Wake up the mighty men. Let all the men of war draw near, and let them come up. Beat your plowshares into swords, and your pruning hooks into spears. Let the weak say, I am strong. Assemble yourselves, and come, all ye heathen, and gather yourselves together round about. Thither cause thy mighty ones to come down, O Lord. Let the heathen be awakened, and come up to the valley of Jehoshaphat. For there will I sit to judge all the heathen round about. Put ye in the sickle, for the harvest is ripe. Come, get you down, for the press is full. The fats overflow, for the wickedness is great. Multitudes in the valley of decision, for the day of the Lord is near in the valley of decision. Verse 15. The sun and the moon shall be darkened, and the stars shall withdraw their shining. The Lord also shall roar out of Zion, and utter his voice from Jerusalem in the heavens, and the earth shall shake, but the Lord will be the hope of his people, and the strength of the children of Israel. 17. So shall ye know that I am the Lord your God, dwelling in Zion, my holy mountain. Then shall Jerusalem be holy, and there shall no strangers pass through her any more. 18. And it shall come to pass in that day that the mountain shall drop new wine, and the hills shall flow with milk, and the rivers of Judah shall flow with waters, and a fountain shall come forth out of the house of the Lord, and shall water the valley of Shittim. Egypt shall be a desolation, and Edom shall be a desolate wilderness, for the violence against the children of Judah, because they have shed innocent blood in their land. Let's talk about that real quick. These gangs, that's what this verse made me think about. These gangs, these governments, these teams, these police forces, these correctional officers, these serial killers, these mass genocidal maniacs, or however you say that. These people like Bill Gates and people like that. I think Bill Gates was the one that said the world is overpopulated by 90%, which is crazy because if you look at the breakdown of the races and stuff, I don't know, since the last time I looked, it might have changed, but the last time I looked, the Caucasians made up 10% of the world's population. 10%. So for someone to say the world is overpopulated by 90%, what 90%? Who's gonna make the decision of who's staying and who's going? How are they going? They're just gonna be getting killed anyway, man. The people who are shedding innocent blood, I had to get understanding because I'm like, God, you made me a man of war. So how am I to, like, you made me to war. I understand peace and I understand happiness, but I understand war. I'm not talking about an altercation. I'm not talking about a battle. I'm not talking about a back and forth. I'm not talking about a debate. I'm talking about load your weapons, sharpen your swords. We are going to war. So how can you make me a man of war, but I have to make sure that I don't hurt anybody, I don't offend nobody, I don't damage? Because when I'm not in war, I'm not in war. And it's not necessary to damage. It's not necessary to offend. It's not necessary to even correct. all the time with the, oh, you know you should be doing this because if you don't, then you'll go to hell. What are you doing that for? What are you doing that for? I say that to say this. You think that people ain't gonna hear you saying all this, because first of all, they see you. They see you, first of all. So you saying all this, but then they see you 2 weeks later at the club. They see you 2 weeks later at the strip club. They see you 2 weeks later somewhere with a girl that's not your wife. They see you 2 weeks later somewhere with a dude that's not your husband. They see you cursing. Oh, they don't got me on this profile, so I go live or I add this or I do this on this profile, not knowing that somebody do know that that's your profile. Oh, I be cursing, I be putting up pictures, and I don't never put my face, so they don't know. They don't know I got a tattoo. They don't know how I'm living. They know. Jesus said, let he without sin cast the first stone. He could have cast the first stone. He could have stoned them. He said, because he said, let he who is without sin cast the first stone. So since nobody threw a stone, that means they had sin going on, right? So he could have stoned them for one of their sins. He said, let's not stone nobody. How about that? How about I'm the only one that can throw a stone, and I'm not throwing no stones? Do y'all understand that? Let he who is without sin cast the first stone. He never threw the stone. So even though he was without sin, he still didn't see fit to throw a stone. So why y'all stoning people? What am I saying? Jesus said, with love and kindness have I drawn them. Now here you come with your accusation and your defamation and all this that you got going on, slander and all types of stuff. Man, people done told me all types of, oh, you bitter. Oh, you this. You need to let this go because I see an issue. So since I see an issue and I keep seeing the issue, so I keep saying it because it needs to be fixed. If I love you, I'm going to say something for you to fix whatever issue it is. If I don't love you, I'm going to let you stay in your issue. I don't got no problem with you staying there. It's either two reasons. Either I don't love you, so I don't care what you got going on, or I tried to help you and you refuse to help already. So do what you want to do. Do what you want to do. Find it out yourself. But the blood is off my hands. The innocent blood that you have shed on your land, because of that, Egypt and Edom, if y'all know Edom or Egypt, I ain't going to get into that. But if y'all want to have a one-on-one or whatever, however this goes, y'all should know, hey, I ain't going to say nothing about it. All I'm going to say is Edom and Egypt shall be a desolation, and Edom shall be a desolate wilderness. Because of the violence so don't align yourself with Egypt or Edom thinking that you're doing God's work like this. When was Jesus like this? He wasn't. Why y'all be like that? I'm sorry, y'all. Verse 20, but Judah shall dwell forever in Jerusalem from generation to generation. 21, for I will cleanse their blood that I have not cleansed, for the Lord dwelleth in Zion. That was Joel 3, man. And I thank y'all. I thank y'all for tuning in with me. Thank y'all for reading with me, man, reading along. I thank y'all for clicking in and being a part, man. And we just gonna keep going and keep growing, man. So keep tuning in. We are going to see greater things. That's what he say, right? That's what he say. So keep tuning in, and greater works we will see. So until next time, keep spreading the daily bread like warm butter, you know what I'm saying? Keep spreading that daily bread like warm butter. keep spreading that daily bread like warm butter. Never forget, ain't nobody gonna start watching until everybody start watching. So stop waiting for people to start watching. And as always, if each one teach one, we could reach each one. Thank y'all again. This is just another dive into the depths. Another time. This has been a dive into the deep. You know what I'm saying? And we're just going to keep diving. We're going to keep diving until I don't know what to say. But we're going to keep diving, y'all. Thank y'all. I'm vocal. Each one teach one. We could reach each one. I think a deep dive. What y'all think about that? Leave it in the comments. A deep dive. It's raining outside. But I don't know what the name of this is yet. A deeper dive, diving in the deep, a dive in the deep. I don't know. In the comments, leave it. 1, a deep dive. 2, diving in the deep. 3, spreading the daily bread. I don't know, man. Leave some suggestions. Leave some other names. Or leave a vote on that. Daily bread, spreading the daily bread, a dive in the deep, and a deep dive. Let me know what y'all think about it. Each one teach one. We could reach each one. Ain't nobody gonna start watching until everybody watching. So stop waiting for everybody to start watching. And keep spreading this daily bread like warm butter. Until next time, I love y'all. Stay up, stay positive, stay blessed. Be peace. God love.